Hey guys, I'm here in the shop today making some leather washers for some MACV buoys and recons that I'm doing. So I thought I would, while I'm doing this, I thought I would show you how I prepare the leather that goes in the handles of those knives. Not everyone does this. I don't know exactly how some of them can do it, but I try to. I'm trying to make the handle as tough as possible. You realize when you're in a wet environment of some kind where it's very humid and so forth that leather handles can become soft and when they're wet a lot, and also that's the reason that I do this way. And there's it's a lot that goes into to handles as much as it is into the blade a lot of times. So that's why I wanted to do this video, to kind of show you how there's with a custom maker like this, with a hand maker or handcrafted maker, especially someone who wants to do it right. Well, you have to take some extra steps to be able to do it, and so uh, that gives you some idea of why things cost more, with handcrafted knives. But anyhow, I just wanted to make this video to show you what I do for that in that leather process. Leather has to have I usually make a square washer like this, is what I make to go on the handles. These are the type knives that I'm doing. You see, I've already fabricated the hilt. It's made out of just I have to fabricate it and then put it on here. I have to fabricate the butt cap and put it on, and when you put all this together, well, you got a bunch of square washers. I'll put one white washer on each end of this, but you got all these square washers on here, and then you got to contour it all and everything. So I thought I would show you how I prepare these leather washers. It's not easy doing this. I don't just buy them from somewhere. I make them myself, and I make them out of leather that's about a 1/4 inch thick. So you got to find some of this sole leather somewhere that's about a 1/4 inch thick to be able to do it. And most leather is not that thick. This is not the leather I use to make sheaths out of. I just make washers out of this particular leather, and I cut it into strips like this. I cut it into these strips with one of these tools like this here. I cut it into those strips. It's got a knife right in here, and you set it on about 1.5 inches and cut it into those strips. And then you lay it down here and you section off, the washers in the width that you want them. And then after you get them cut out, like a stack of them right here that I'm fixing to do, well, you along with some others over here, well, after you get them cut out, well, then you have to punch holes in them. So that has to be done with this and a big old hammer. so that's pretty intense job too, cutting all them holes out with that. I don't have a press where I can cut them out, but with a press or with a die and all like some guys do. Mine's all by hand. I do it all by hand, and I realize that I need that probably, but I just don't have it. I don't make enough of them to warrant buying, investing that much into a press and the dyes that you use and all that kind of stuff. So I just do it by hand. And then you have to do that, and then after you get those cut out, well, then I usually soak them in something like this called, well, I don't know if this is going to come out right on. This is a wood hardener that you can pour. I pour this in a dish and I'll put those leathers in there, and that gives them, permeates them with this wood hardener, which makes them not as soft as they would be without that. And then once you get them contoured and everything, well, I may come back with another coat of it on top of them after they're in the handle, and then buffing them. You have to buff them down, and then you have to put some wax on them and all of that. So it's quite a process putting a leather handle on, and if you're going to do it right, you know, if you want them to hold up good. And so that's how I do leather washers. Everything is a preparation. The better prepared you are, the better things are going to go in the end, you know. And that's true all through life. I believe that preparing for the future is pretty important, and preparing for things that can happen. We know that all of us are not going to get out of this world alive. So the most important preparation that I do and that I have done in my life is to prepare for eternity through Jesus Christ. Now, the preparations that we do before that in life here on this earth are just you know, getting through a world that is fallen. It is a fallen world. You just have to look around you to see that people are a mess, and I think that's what Jesus came here to do, was to straighten that mess out. And I hope that you guys will realize that I tell you this not out of anything but care for everyone. Talk to you later. Bye.